Welcome. We're here today with Sir Grant. We're going to be interviewing Sir as part of a year-long series of interviews with various members of the Black, Indigenous, and people of color community in Independence, Kansas, to raise awareness and raise their voices in the community. And I'd like to welcome Sir Grant. Sir, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? I've known you for a long time, since you were about 6 years old, because you've been a library patron for a long time. Tell me a little more about yourself.
Well, I'm just an ongoing person, just really busy, very active in the sports industry. I like playing sports a lot. And so now, since I'm in high school, I have a job now. It's kind of fun.
What sports are you involved in?
Football, wrestling, track, powerlifting.
Wow. And you work on top of all that.
Yeah.
Do you have time left over after all of that to read a book?
I'd say, yeah, plenty of time.
What, if you had to pick one book, what book would that be that has maybe inspired you or had an impact on your life?
The book that I'd say that inspired me the most was probably the Autobiography of Malcolm X.
What was it about that book?
Well, the book was like just very into detail about what Malcolm went through in his life. It's kind of like a first-person view and how he reacted to things and what he did during his life.
Okay. So you found him to be inspirational as well.
Yeah.
What does reading do for you? Why do you like to read?
What reading does for me is like it gives me like kind of that leisure, like pleasure, just relaxation, and also I like reading for the education. Some things that I don't know, I'll learn from just reading.
So are you in high school now?
Yeah.
What grade are you in, sir?
I'm in 11th grade.
Okay. And do you have any idea about what you want to do when you graduate high school?
I plan on going to college for either Washburn or stay home and go to ICC.
Okay. And then from there you want to do
I want to become an attorney.
Wow. Awesome. I heard Washburn's a good school. So we talked about the book that was meaningful to you or that might have changed your life. How about people that have influenced your life or been really special to you? Are there various people that you'd like to talk about? And what have they done in your life?
The people that influenced me the most would be my grandma and my grandpa. My grandma has taught me to, no matter what, just keep a cool head. There's always going to be a better day. Today might be that day, but your time will come and everything's going to flow your way.
Cool.
And my grandpa has inspired me just stay strong. Everything's going to be all right. They're both kind of on the same wavelength. He taught me the things that I know today. Just really inspirational.
Well, what were their names?
Carly Johnson and Wanda Johnson.
You also have a really unusual first name, and I asked you about that earlier, and I really liked what you told me. So your first name is Sir. Why was that chosen as your first name?
The reason why Sir was chosen as my first name was to for people could show me respect all the time.
Cool. Good choice. Are there any other books that you can think of that if someone wants to know more about African American culture, about people of color, books that we could read to find out or things that we can do? Can you think of anything else besides the one book that was particularly inspirational? Are there other books or avenues of learning that you can recommend?
I'd recommend A Book of Life by Dr. Martin Luther King.
Okay. Pretty good book. I've read that one. Also, another question I have, kids today seem to be so busy and they seem to get to a point where they read and then they stop reading. Is there something we're doing wrong or something we could do differently? Or how can we encourage kids today to continue reading throughout their life to develop a lifelong habit of learning and reading. You got any ideas on that subject?
Kind of just help them out, get to know them a little bit better, start recommending more books. For me, the reason why I stopped reading when I was little and I got back onto it was like there was this one book that I just liked so much, and then when I got to the end of the series, I was like, well, I don't know what else to read. I was just lost. Like, I didn't want to like pick a book, find it boring, and so like I just keep doing that. I didn't have no one to help me kind of recommend a book.
So you need a little guidance from a librarian, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I bet we can help you with that, or others. Do you have any additional thoughts on the subject we've been talking about today?
Like that I can think of.
Okay, and looking down the road a long ways in the far distant future, how would you like people to remember Sir Grant?
Just for being a friendly, open person, someone they can talk to and trust.
Sounds good, sir. Thanks so much for being here today. I've known you since you were 6 years old when you first started coming to the library, and it's been a pleasure watching you grow up. Thank you.